Hello, welcome to Best Linux Games Podcast presents one of our videos of the week for this week. This is Groovy, and yes, I know we do have the irritating mug box. Now, anyway, bestlinuxgames.com feature is home of the Best Linux Games Podcast, which is an audio-only podcast where every week we cover news reviews, only the best games available for the GNU/Linux operating system, with a heavy focus on titles available for Steam. We're going to play some Groovy here, and Groovy is a game that is flagged. I'm not sure if I'm going to release it as the episode as a supplementary episode, or if it's just going to get slammed into episode 84 as its own feature. But Groovy is one of the games that we have flagged as heavily featured, actually, in our What Is Wrong with These Three Marble Games feature, which covers Groovy, Marble Madness, or Marble Mountain, and Hyposphere. So, first of all, if you can hear in the background these clicking sounds, that's because Groovy forces you to use WASD. I have yet to get to work with a controller. Oh shit. No air control, by the way. You control the camera with the mouse, or in my case, the trackball. The objective of Groovy is to collect those sinister-looking dark things. It doesn't tell you that that's the objective, but that is the objective. If I were to move the little mug box that you have plastered at the top right of your screen, you'd be able to see the completely ineffectual radar that Groovy uses. But, yeah, could you judge that jump? I couldn't. It was amazing. No air control. Maze balls. Literally, in every sense of the word. But if you'll notice here, Groovy does have inertial cornering physics. It's like, if I just go straight and we have like a little drift factor. It's a little bit there. It's very nice though, in comparison to some of the other. No air control. Big pain. We had to rely on being able to touch that little pipe. Why these guys are going up and down, I have no idea. Other than, I would show you our radar, but I won't. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of Groovy. Groovy fails in a lot of ways. Then we have Hyposphere. Hyposphere is one of the games that I want to give a pass to. Hyposphere is one of the games I wanted to give a pass to because it's only $2.99. And yes, it is mind-blowingly difficult. Let's continue. But it also has no air control. It does not feel like a marble game. It feels more like a speedrunner across the marble. Oh, shit. But of the three, I would say that Hyposphere has the least problems, except for the fact that, like, when you're in the air in Hyposphere, if you press a direction, I didn't realize I could use the mouse for camera on this too. If you press a direction as if to move while you're in the air, you will rotate in that direction, such that when you land, you will automatically take off with that same velocity. See, like right there. It's kind of cool that you can hear my key presses. I think you can hear my key presses. Hyposphere is openly bills itself as one of the best looking and most punishingly difficult marble games ever made. And they're not fucking kidding, as you just saw. You start off with 27 lives. They out of all three of the games that are in our little marble... Oh my god. Jesus. Let's just try to get through this level so you can see some of the... Oh, fuck. Some of the more interesting... more interesting levels. This is kind of interesting. Oh shit! If you go back and look at that, you'll notice that there's a little hump that... Oh! Now, Hyposphere really doesn't care how fast you are beating it. So, perversely, it gives you... Which is really cool. It's a cool thing. It's a perverse cool thing, but it's really cool. Hyposphere wants to be very difficult. You want to collect all that stuff. So, like, learning how to go really slow in Hyposphere is actually a skill. It's an irritating skill, more or less. But Hyposphere, out of all three of the games, is the most fun to play. I think this is interesting. Oh, shit. See, we're trying to just go real slow here. No one's going to move you except for you. You know, there is no time limit in Hyposphere. And in between levels, you can use these coins that you're collecting. The things that aren't coins are actual score points. It's kind of cool. And in between levels, you can go to a store, buy more lives. Notice how we only have 25 lives. Oh, this is like classic. Oh, shit. Fuck! Speaking of classic Hyposphere. No! No! Up here. Over there, actually, I guess, on your screen. Here we go. Oh, fuck you! So that's Hyposphere. More or less. No! I thought I was going to finally beat that level. Anyway, it's a very punishing game. It's designed to be, so that to me does not make for a great marble game. So finally, in our little roundup of what's wrong with... Oh, okay. We want that guy to run on this screen. Well, I guess we'll have to leave Marble Mountain alone. Kind of deserves to be left alone in that, not like in terms of like people who want to play it. It's a great game for kids. It has none of the difficulty. Some of the physics. It's a very mediocre game. If you were to like compare it to Hyposphere and Groovy, which both have their own extremes. Like Groovy has like this, everything is like everything is based off like a tile that's 3 groovy wide, 3 groovy tall, or 3 groovy long. And, you know, you're going to fall to your death if you fuck up any of those, which is really irritating and very antithetical to Groovy wants to be a puzzle game called Find the Darkness, and they just didn't have the energy or the, they just didn't realize they weren't making a marble game, that they were making a puzzle game that wanted a humanoid character with Prince of Persia, like, oh, we want to go from one direction to the other, type of inertial physics. Hyposphere is Hyposphere. Hyposphere is probably the best game out of all three of these. And Marble Mountain is a total milquetoast of the marble game. I wish I could show it to you in this video, but I can't. So anyway, it's your old friend Skooky Sprite. Unfortunately, bearer of bad news right now. can't tell, it's Tuesday, May 31st, 2016. 2016, 05/31. This is brought to you by the Best Linux Games podcast, www.bestlinuxgames.com. Home of an audio-only podcast, comes out every Saturday, covering only the best games, news, and features for only the best titles available for the GNU/Linux operating system. Every week, we're up to episode 84, maybe 85 if I end up pushing out the 48-minute long episode that I recorded on Sunday when I freaked out after realizing that Groovy was just... There are some problems with Groovy. And there's some problems with Hyposphere and some problems with Marble Mountain. So, we're normally not this negative, but normally we don't have this little mug box here, but we're trying something new. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Oh, and by the way, all this is, of course, being recorded on a Linux box. We're using cheese up here, pegged to always on top, to get our little mug box with a $20 Logitech camera. And we're using jack while recording. You see how we have the only other component to this is in your terminal. You want to set, here's the command, ALSA in D HW, and then the index, the actual number of your hardware that you want for your mic. That'll show up in your QJack control as ALSA in. If you don't know what the hardware index thing is, you can do R record. There we go. Space L -L. As you can see, we're using our Blue Yeti to record. In that little list there, you see it says card 0, card 0, card 3, microphone, Yeti stereo microphone. That's why our ALSA in, ALSA underscore in space -D, HW colon, and then we would put in 3 there, but it's already running, so we don't need to start it again. And then to do your simple screen recorder to get the audio from the games and also from this without having to get the audio from the games from your speakers as played through this. That's the solution that we're trying to avoid. Right before... This is normally like start recording, or it says pause recording. Right when you get to that screen, you open up your connections in Jack Audio, and you take your Pulse Audio Jack Sync, and you connect it to your simple screen recorder, and you're also in, and you connect it to your simple screen recorder. That's how we do things around here, because we are, some call it ghetto, some call it problem solving. I just call it getting things done in Linux, bitches. Free and open source all the way. I'm not sure how I feel about this mug box, but there we go. We're going to save this recording. Might actually see the light of day. Yikes. I've been able to do this for so long now, almost 2 years. Hoo-ha!